Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Star. Welcome back to Stellar Voyage. Today we're going to explore the fascinating life cycle of stars. From their birth in massive clouds of gas and dust to their dramatic deaths in supernovas or peaceful fading into white dwarfs, the life of a star is full of amazing twists and turns. Ready to dive into the heart of stars? Let's go. The birth of a star, nebulas and protostars. Stars are born in vast clouds of gas and dust called nebulas. These nebulas are like cosmic nurseries where gravity pulls the gas and dust together. As the material clumps together, it forms a protostar. This is where the fun begins. As the gas contracts, it gets hotter, and fusion starts. Hydrogen atoms collide and fuse to form helium, releasing huge amounts of energy. This is what powers a star and makes it shine. The protostar begins to glow, but it's not fully formed yet. It still needs to get hotter and more stable before it can officially be called a star. The main sequence. A star's golden years. Once fusion kicks in, the star enters its main sequence phase. This is where it spends most of its life. During this stage, the star burns hydrogen in its core, turning it into helium. This process creates light and heat, and the star shines brightly for billions of years. Our Sun is currently in this phase, but not all stars are the same. Some are huge, while others are small. Larger stars burn their fuel much faster than smaller ones. A massive star might live just a few million years, while a smaller star, like a red dwarf, can burn for tens of billions of years. Size matters for how long and bright the star shines. Red giants and supergiants. The aging process. After billions of years of burning hydrogen, a star eventually runs out of fuel. It enters its red giant or supergiant phase. The star's core contracts and heats up, while the outer layers expand. For our Sun, this means it will grow large enough to engulf Mercury, Venus, and possibly even Earth. As the star expands, it starts fusing heavier elements like helium and carbon in its core. Massive stars become supergiants, even bigger than red giants. These supergiants can be hundreds of times the size of our Sun and burn through their fuel faster. The grand finale. Supernova or white dwarf. What happens at the end of a star's life depends on its size. Smaller or medium-sized stars, like our Sun, will shed their outer layers and create a planetary nebula. The remaining core will become a white dwarf, a dense, glowing remnant that will slowly cool over billions of years. But massive stars explode in a massive supernova. This is one of the most powerful events in the universe, releasing more energy in a few seconds than the Sun will release in its entire lifetime. During a supernova, the star creates heavy elements like iron, which are blasted into space, enriching surrounding nebulas with materials for new stars and planets. If the core is heavy enough, it may become a neutron star, a super-dense ball of neutrons. If the core is even bigger, it could collapse into a black hole, where gravity is so strong that even light can't escape. Why do stars matter? You might ask, why does any of this matter? Well, stars are responsible for creating all the elements that make up everything in the universe, including us. When stars explode as supernovas, they release elements like carbon, oxygen, and iron. These elements go on to form new stars, planets, and eventually, life. As Carl Sagan famously said, "We are made of star stuff." Cosmic recycling, a never-ending cycle. Even after a star dies, the story doesn't end. The gas and dust released by stars gather to form new nebulas, and the cycle begins all over again. New stars are born, and the elements created by dying stars form new generations of planets and life. It's an incredible, never-ending process of cosmic recycling. Wrap up to recap. Stars are born in nebulas as protostars and spend most of their lives in the main sequence phase. As they age, they expand into red giants or supergiants. Smaller stars end as white dwarfs, while massive stars end in explosive supernovas. These supernovas create new elements that go on to form new stars, planets, and even life. The life of a star is a magnificent cycle of birth, life, and death, one that shapes the universe around us. So next time you look up at the night sky, remember, each star has its own incredible story to tell. Thanks for joining me on this cosmic adventure. If you enjoyed today's journey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars.